Dear embroidery enthusiast, today I want to share with you my planner setup for embroidery projects. Especially at the beginning of the year, it is so much fun to plan and get more organized. I like to add project planning pages to my bullet journal as needed. Still, there are some overview pages that work year-round, which I draw on the front or back of my planner. The first spread is a general overview for all the projects I want to embroider this year. Of course, I will fill this one out as the year progresses, but it is nice to have some space to gather all the ideas in one place. For round shapes, it works great to use round objects laying around the desk as a tool. There are many tools available for drawing, but I refuse to buy too many of them and get myself more embroidery supplies instead. There are also many options for pens, markers and journals. I have listed the ones I used in the description below in case you want to know. This overview page is a huge list. Here I'm adding a checklist to indicate the progress of each project. The marker lines are great to add a visual divider. I always find those helpful to make sure I'm on the right track. Now I'm adding some drawings of embroidery hoops. They are all quite easy to draw. Trace around an oval or round shape and draw the closure with two mirrored L shapes and the screw going through them. Add color with markers as needed. I like a splash of color in my journal, but you can leave it black and white too. Since my journal pages are quite thin, tracing is very easy. I'm using my illustrated craft supply sheet to cut out and trace more craft supplies. You can download this illustration for free from Pumora.com. The link is in the description. If you print it out on sticker paper, you don't even have to draw it. Just cut it out and stick it on the page. The next spread is a shopping list. It is divided into 3 sections for threads and fabrics, tools and notions, and patterns and books. This spread is very minimalistic. If you like, add more craft supply drawings on the edges. The third spread is a list of gift ideas. I often have great ideas for birthday or Christmas gifts earlier in the year. But when the time is near to make gifts, I totally forgot them. So I keep a wish list or gift idea list at the very back of my journal. There it is also not likely that someone curious might find it when flicking through the pages. For this setup, I'm drawing square gift tags in pencil first. Then I go in with a marker and draw over and through the tags. To finish, I go over the pencil drawings with a black pen and add some circles around the marker lines, where they enter or exit the tag. Now on to the final spread, the project planner page. I use these when needed in my monthly journal pages. I find it easier to have them accessible in the part I'm using for planning at the moment. You might find it more helpful to have them all in one place at the end or beginning of your planner. I'm writing the word project on the side. For a better overview, you could write the name or category of your project there, like socks or sunflower apron. There is some space at the top for the name of the project, the designer or source of the pattern, if you use one, and extra space for when you started and ended the project. I personally find these dates often very depressing because I often spend way too long on embroidery projects. Can you relate? Below that are some drawings of craft supplies and space to note your thread colors needed. I also like to glue in the little fabric swatch. Then there is a big box for notes. I used a dashed line for the outline. It looks like running stitches. Wouldn't it look fabulous if every outline for each project box was a different stitch illustration? On the right side, you can add another project page or attach the embroidery template or even a picture of the finished project. It is nice to have a picture of finished projects, especially the ones that are meant to be given away. Now I'm adding in some colors with markers. Not much, just enough to give the eyes something to explore. If you don't have the time or just don't like to draw, I have a set of printable planner pages available for download in my shop. I wish you a lovely day. Anne of Pumora.